Today we are going to illustrate The Lion and the Bee. Oh, I love that story, how the bee saves the lion. Well, I guess the lion saved the bee first. But then turnabout is fair play. So let me get you over here to the board. All right, see, I've got my little half line here so that I can put my lion on the left side and my bee on the right side. They each have their own area. The lion is going to start out with a rectangle. And around that rectangle, I'm going to put another rectangle. This is going to form the mane around his head. And then on either side of this rectangle up here, I'm going to put a half circle with another half circle inside for his ear. And same way over here. And if it come together, it'd almost look like a donut. Okay, I'm going to give him a spot for big eyes. But I'm not going to put the pupils in yet because I don't know where my bee is going to be. So I'll just wait with that and do that at the very end. In between his eyes and down, I'm going to put a triangle pointing down, just like in the kitty's face. And then two swoops, one each way. Almost looks like he's smiling. We have to stick some whiskers in there because he's a mighty lion. Yes. Oh, looks fierce. Down below the rectangles, I am going to put another triangle pointing down, just like the nose triangle. And this will carry out the rest of his mane. On either side of the triangle, not clear at the top, just down a ways, I'm going to put a straight line down. I'm going to put another one on the other side. Try to make them as even as possible, as straight as possible. And in between them, I'm going to put two little rectangles. And these will be his front paws. So I'll give some claws in there. And then I will connect the body to the paw to the paw, and the other paw to the body. There. Okay, he's starting to look like a lion. We got to get the back legs. Now he's sitting and his back leg is bent. Okay, now this is kind of tough, so follow along. You swoop up and come back down. But don't come down and touch the body. Just come down, go straight out to the right, down, and come back to his body. Put a few claws in there. And right inside here, put a line so that it looks like his leg is bent. Now we get to do it all again on the other side. Up, back in, out, down, back to the body. Couple claws and make the bend in the knee. Awesome. Hey, we need a tail. Nice. Two lines, parallel. And put a little pom-pom at the end because they have that bushy little tail at the end. Now, to make him look more like he's got a nice mane and a fluffy little tail, we're just going to take and draw some lines in there. You can draw them any which way. You can color it in completely if you want. Just make sure that you cover this black line that we made here for the rectangle so that it ends up looking like he's got a very hairy name. And they don't have to all go the same way, they can go every which way. This is kind of fun. Everybody gets to make their mane look the way they want to. I like this part. It can be messy. And he comes out looking very handsome. All right. All right, let's move over on the other side and make the bee. The bee starts out with a rectangle too. Only his is a little bit bigger. And we don't have to put another one around it. Instead, we have to put a line through the middle. And then we have to make 4 more lines below that. So, as best you can, space 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? Between the top 2 lines, color it in. Then skip the next one and color the middle one in. And then color in the bottom one. There. Let's give it a little stinger right down here. Give him a pointy little stinger. Ouch. Behind, we'll put a wing. And then on top of that wing, we'll put another one, but we'll only come to the side of the wing that we already drew. And that makes it look like there's another wing behind. No, since he's an insect, he needs antennas. I'm going to be silly. Here, he's got a bent antenna. And his other antenna is bent also. You make them any way you want to. Now, I'm going to give him a big smile because he has just figured out how he is going to help his friend, like his friend helped him. Now here's where I'm going to ask you to do something a little bit different. One eye inside here, okay? But the other eye I want you to put right on the line. Now that doesn't look right. So what we're going to do is we're going to erase that line out of there. And that makes it look like his eye is bugging out. Kind of cool. All right. We got our bee made. I need some more black on that line. All right. Now let's make them looking at each other. Okay. So now I know that I have to get the lion looking up that way. Yes, he's happy. And I have to get the bee looking down at his friend the lion. Oh, yes. Well, you know what? I have some room in the middle to put the hunter. Let's do that. Remember, we start out with the word boy. B-O, and then when we make the Y, we make it with a U with a beautiful tail. And we make that tail connect up to the bottom of the B. Then we take the tops of the Y and connect them to the top of the B. But this one, we go higher. I think I'll put a little smile on his face because he's going to think he's going to get to shoot the lion. Okay. Yay. Ah, he needs a little nose in there. And you know what? I can give him some eye. He's going to be looking at the lion. He should be looking behind him. Okay, let's give him some clothes. A little U under his chin. 2 lines out from his cheeks. Come back. In. There, we got the sleeves. Let's give him a hand. The end of each sleeve. Okay, I like this. You go straight down, just like we did for the lion. Straight down and straight across. And about right in the middle, give him a belt with a buckle. And part way down, put a line, and you made a pair of pants. Awesome. Give him a pair of shoes. And you have a hunter. Oh, he needs something to hunt with. I think I'll give him a bow. Let's see. It'll arc in like this. And have a string across. There, he's got his bow. And if you want to, you can give him an arrow in this hand. There. The lion, the hunter, and the bee ready to stop the hunter from hurting his friend the lion. Thank you. See you next time.